Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Scenarios. This is where we look at things in the NBA that are never going to happen. Well, this maybe could happen. I mean, I guess hypothetically it could happen, but we're just kind of wondering what if. And be sure to like this video, guys, because next episode we are going to be looking at what would happen if Carmelo Anthony was drafted by the Detroit Pistons back in the day instead of Darko. Y'all know about Darko. But this episode, like I was saying a second ago, we are looking at Steph Curry. Steph Curry, if he would have fell, I think it was one more spot to the New York Knicks in the the draft. I think it was the 2009 draft, I believe. And I didn't really make any assumptions as far as trades go, because I know that the Knicks probably wouldn't have been bad enough to get Kristaps Porzingis. But you know what? I didn't really get too nitpicky about it. Just kind of seeing how Steph would fit into this team that's already assembled together. Of course, alongside Carmelo Anthony and whatnot. But as far as the trades go and kind of the things that were put together, I didn't really assume too much because you just don't really know. But so let's go ahead and get this started here, guys. We're pretty much going to simulate every single game like usual and just kind of see how they do. Now, Steph Curry, some people are calling him the best shooter of all time. Let's actually check out his stats here real quick and pull him up here real quick here. People are calling him the best shooter of all time. And I mean, you know what? Looking at these numbers here, he's always shot at least, I guess it was 42% right here, but about 42, 43%, a career of 44% from three-point range. And in my opinion, you can't really call him the best three-point shooter of all time because I think about it like this, okay? Financially, McDonald's is the most successful fast food chain of all time. I'm kind of a fat boy, so I know about fast food and stuff. Actually, I had to do a whole assignment about it. So, McDonald's has been the best financial stable company of all time in the fast food industry. Now, if a new company similar to McDonald's came into the market and had a few good years of putting up really good numbers, just great numbers, historical numbers, you don't necessarily call them the best company of all time yet, because you gotta do it sustainable over the long term. So Steph Curry continues to shoot like this, and of course, yes, he'll go down as the best three-point shooter of all time. But for now, you can't really disrespect the people that have done it historically just because we don't really watch them play anymore. You got your Ray Allens, your Reggie Millers, and a lot of other really good players out there. But let's go ahead, guys, and simulate this season, see how they do. I'm expecting a, with Carmelo out there as our second option. Man, Carmelo is a second option, though. That's something. Of course, Kristaps is really good, too, on this game. I'm expecting a top 3 seed, with potential to get that number 1 and maybe win the championship. I don't know if I expect them to win at all, but, they definitely could. So let's go ahead and simulate through date. See how they do. Maybe they'll just come out and maybe they'll win every single game. Maybe they'll break Jordan's record, the Bulls record back in the day. And damn, looking at the start here, we're doing pretty damn good with it. We're streaking out here, guys. We're streaking out here. Oh my life. Well, at least we were. We started off pretty good. So and one thing about Steph Curry on the Golden State Warriors right now is that he's an amazing player. He makes all his teammates really good. But that whole team is really good. Like Harrison Barnes. I mean, that dude would start on most teams, and he's probably like a 4th, 5th option on that team when he's healthy. Because of course you got your Klay Thompson, you got your Draymond Greens, you got your Andre Iguodala. Just a lot of good players out there. Boga was actually, I believe he was a number 1 or number 2 pick in the draft that he was drafted in by the Milwaukee Bucks. I know he had a lot of health issues and stuff, but he still turned out to be a really good player. And he's your 7-footer that can rebound the basketball and block shots, and that's pretty much all they need him for. He does that. That Azili, I love that dude. That dude hustles out there, guys. That guy's the real deal. He's still really young too, so a lot of good things from him. But looking at this team right here, it looks like Steph Curry definitely made a huge difference on the New York Knicks. Of course, they are having a really good season this season at the making of this video. Maybe they'll go on a 50-game losing streak, and then you can know that. But Carmelo Anthony, I feel like he kind of needed that other guy out there, and Kristaps Porzingis has proven so far in his young career that he could be that guy on an NBA team. He's putting up better numbers than Dirk Nowitzki did as a rookie, so I know that's the big comparison because they're both European, they're both tall white dudes that can shoot, so they're always going to get compared to Dirk, but that's definitely a good start for him. So the thing that worries me about him is that he's 7'3", he's a little lengthy, he's kind of scrawny as far as he's really thin, he doesn't have a lot of muscle on him yet, and that really makes me nervous injury-wise. But, he's going to be having access to the best training staff, the best medical team in all sports. I guess the most, as far as basketball, because I don't really know how other sports medicine is and whatnot, so I can't really make that assumption. But, some pretty good things, though. And Looking at this season, got to check out this real quick. They're probably all the same as usual. Okay, ooh, okay, we got some different stuff here. Anthony Towns, NBA Rookie of the Year, 6-man, Tim Duncan. Damn, they threw Timmy on the bench. Okay. So, okay, that's a little different. I guess Steph Curry made a difference out there as far as the logarithm goes. So, Steph Curry won the NBA first team. I don't see Melo anywhere on here. Okay, Carmelo NBA third team, so that's respectable. Chris Top's on here anywhere. Okay, Chris Top's made the NBA All First team, so that's pretty good there. We did go 60 and 22 with the #1 seed, so that's pretty impressive. Let's actually check out the other, if we can, the other standings. So we went 60 and 22, so that was, of course, the best record in the East. And wow, the OKC Thunder went 65 and 17, so they still had the best overall record in the NBA. But looking at the stats before we do the playoff simulation here, Steph Curry averaged about 30 points a game. Damn. Wow, that's amazing. And he had about 10 assists, 2 steals a game. How did he shoot, though? Shot about 45% from 3, so one of his best 3-point shooting seasons in general. Carmelo Anthony still played really good, about 20 points per game. Not, you know, he's usually a little bit higher up there, but he usually shoots a bit more, too. What's his, so he's shot about 60 times a game. So Steph Curry shot the most, which is how it should be with the team with Steph Curry on there. So it looks like he kind of took a step back a little bit, but for good reasons. I mean, when you have Carmelo Anthony as your second option playing smart, that's definitely going to do good things for your team. Aaron Aflalo, who I really like as a shooting guard in this league, guys. I really like Aaron Aflalo. Played very well, put up similar shooting numbers to Kristaps Porzingis, who got himself 9 rebounds a game. So overall, very good team. Even Robin Lopez got about 10 points a game, so that's pretty big for him. And the bench, you know, when you have a team like this, I mean, your stars are going to play the most, but their bench still did pretty good out there. So let's see how we do in the playoffs, I guess. Let's just see how we do, see if we can win that championship. Hopefully not lose in the first round to the Boston Celtics. That would be not great. So let's simulate the current round here. Let's beat those Boston Celtics. Okay, looking like a sweep. We swept them, but also the Toronto Raptors swept the Chicago Bulls out there. So that's going to be a very interesting series. Now, simulate current round. Come on, man. Let's get... Damn, we swept the team that just swept the team. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. We got the Charlotte Hornets. Who the hell is on Charlotte? I mean, we got Al Jefferson, I guess. I guess they got an insanity. All right, let's simulate this current round. All right, oh, damn, Game 7. Okay, we went to a Game 7 against the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, so now we're going against the OKC Thunder, who had the best record in the Western Conference. I'm not expecting to beat them, but we'll see. Simulate current round. Okay, man, the New York Knicks won the championship. Let's go. Okay, that's kind of a big deal right there. Damn, we won 4-3, Game 7. That's pretty amazing. Let's check this out real quick here and just see. Okay, so Steph Curry won the Finals MVP, getting 35 points a game. Shot 48% from 3, guys, and had about 11 assists a game. So he did really good. Got 4 steals a game. I mean, apparently when you have an MVP player like Steph Curry out there, it's going to make a big difference on any team. But as far as the New York Knicks, man, they won themselves a championship. So hope you guys all like this video. Next episode, we are actually going to take Carmelo Anthony off this team and put him on my Detroit Pistons. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.